There's nothing like a good old-fashioned big screen jump scare to get the heart pumping. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 horror movie jump scares. For this list, we're choosing what we felt to be the most effective jump scares found in horror films, based on the intensity of the jump. If you didn't see one that you thought should be on this list, be sure to check out our video on the top 10 jump scares from non-horror movies.
Come play with us, Daddy. Forever and ever and ever.
Number 10. Kyra Collins appears. The Sixth Sense. Do you remember when M. Night Shyamalan actually made good movies?
I see dead people.
This supernatural thriller took the world by storm at the end of the 90s, mostly due to its shocking twist ending, but also due to some pretty intense and effective scares.
I see people. They don't know they're dead.
In this scene, Cole Sear, a child who can see ghosts, can sense that there's something nearby. His fears are quickly justified when an apparition, played by Misha Barton, appears behind him, vomit spilling out of her mouth. The series of events leading up to it built up the tension to its highest point, and the final scare itself leaves you, well, jumping. Number 9. The Truth About Mother. Psycho.
Mother! Oh God! Mother! Blood! Blood!
This scene can be considered a true classic due to its scary nature, but also for providing one of the greatest twist endings in cinema history.
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother.
Here, Lila finds the troublesome Mrs. Bates, only to turn her around and be shocked with the truth, that she's actually just found her decomposing corpse. The jump not only works due to the terrifying decayed face, but also because of the audience's expectations. We simply weren't expecting Mrs. Bates to be dead. This is certainly a jump scare for the history books. Number 8. Carrie grabs Sue. This movie is about a bullied student who learns that she has psychic powers and takes revenge on those who tormented her throughout high school. This final jump scare comes during the horror film's final scene, when surviving student Sue Snell visits Carrie's grave. Since it's the end of the movie and the villain is dead, what could possibly go wrong? And yet, Carrie's bloodied hand reaches out of the ground and grabs Sue. And this, complete with some freaky music, is what makes it one of the most unexpected endings in horror movie history. Number 7. Air Shaft. Alien.
Open the hatch to the third junction.
This classic by Ridley Scott isn't short on tension or scares, and both come together especially well in this famous scene in which Dallas goes into the airlocks to find crewmate Brett. In the complete darkness, Dallas shines his flashlight, and this is when the alien suddenly attacks.
It is right around there. Now, Dallas, you're gonna have to be careful.
Tension is added to this scene thanks to how pitch black the airlock appears to be, and the tightness of the corridors. And of course, the fact that the alien appears in the beam of light and makes that terrifying noise already makes this freaky scene even scarier.
Dallas? No.
Number 6. In the Closet. The Ring. This remake of the Japanese horror classic about a VHS tape that sends a paranormal entity to kill the viewer a week after it was watched has some pretty disturbing scenes.
7 days.
But it's the closet scene that makes the list. Here, protagonist Rachel is speaking to the mother of Katie, a victim of the tape, who tells the journalist about finding her daughter's deformed body in the closet. Some great acting sets everything up. Then the loud screeching noise and the use of the quick cut editing technique further intensifies the actual jump scare.
I saw her face.
Number 5. I'll Rip Your Soul Out, Evil Dead. This reboot/remake of the Evil Dead series that launched in the early 80s features 20-something kids renting a cabin out for some fun, only to be terrorized by demons.
I read a passage from that book, and it was some sort of prayer. I released something, David. I released something evil.
This scene, which is the very first of the movie, features the movie's very first demon, which is soon confronted with fire.
Daddy, why are you doing this to me? Who are these people?
Look, they're good people.
It works because of the seemingly helpless nature of the possessed girl, who, when put face to face with a match, transforms into a powerful demonic force that begins yelling at the screen.
You're so loud, you pathetic!
It's a 1-2 punch of a scary face and a loud noise, and that's exactly what makes a jump scare so effective.
I love you, baby.
Number 4, clap on, clap off, The Conjuring. This movie's premise sounds pretty simple. A family moves into a house that they soon come to believe is haunted.
We are beyond terrified. We don't know what's going on or what to do. Can you help us?
However, some truly terrific scares are what elevate this simple premise above the rest, particularly this one.
Hey, wanna play hide and clap?
The scene's fear comes from the terrifying situation of Lorraine being left alone in the dark, and then demon hands. It's already petrifying thanks to the ghostly activity hinted at right before, but the added tension of being locked in the basement in total darkness, as well as the loud and sudden clap of unknown origin from behind, and we're pretty sure you'll say with much certainty that you'd never want to live there. Number 3, defibrillation, The Thing.
Windows, wheel that defibrillator over here.
Though the moment in which a blood sample literally jumps away from MacReady is also a fantastic scare from this film, it's the chest attack that proves the most effective at jolting us awake. Dr. Copper is trying to resurrect Norris from a heart attack, only for the geologist's chest to open up and bite the doctor's arms off.
Clear!
This scene works due to both its sudden nature and the terrific effects that went into making it look as scary and bloody as possible. Then there's the idea that a chest growing teeth and eating your arms off is pretty terrifying in and of itself. Number 2, rip-roaring red figure, Insidious.
What's happening to Renee's real. I've seen it for myself.
Another seemingly run-of-the-mill haunted house movie, Insidious has some terrifying scares that elevate it.
Last night, I had a dream about this place.
That includes this one, where a red-faced demon appears behind Josh as his mother Lorraine speaks of the scary dream she just had.
I was afraid.
The preceding events, including the shadow figure in Dalton's room that reaches for him, complement this scare, while the silence throughout the scene in question heightens the loud roar of the demon.
There was something in there with him.
Meanwhile, his red face against the blue background amplifies the suddenness of his appearance. It's unexpected, loud, and downright frightening. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Turns out you're a twin and... Jesus.
Number 1, Freaky Nurse Station, The Exorcist 3. While the rest of the film may not have been up to par, especially when comparing it to the first film of this supernatural horror film franchise, it's this scene that no one can get out of their minds when thinking of The Exorcist 3, so long as they've actually seen it. Why? Well, it's just so damn effective. We think we're watching a seemingly normal, everyday occurrence in a psychiatric hospital until a nurse locks the door behind her, and then she's chased and killed. The seemingly ordinary nature of this scene works to its advantage, as the silence and the vents lead us to lower our guards and simply watch without much thought or emotion. Therefore, we are not expecting it at all, and the loud noise and zoom in scare the pants right off of us. Do you agree with our list? Which horror movie jump scare do you think was the scariest? For more freaky top 10s published every day, boo! Be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.